Kingdom greetings. Karen Pina here, your glory teacher, heavenly success and ascension specialist. I didn't realize how many people are going through what Father graced me to share in part one. I did a brief video just kind of saying, hey, heads up, this is what's coming up, stay tuned. And so many people were like, me too. I had my intellectual property stolen. I'm going through that right now. So I want to come back and just give you some things I've done to protect things that he's given me. Okay. So some of you may be aware of the fact that for 12 years, I went under the moniker of God's coach. Okay. One day in prayer, he gave me that moniker. And the first thing that I did to protect it in the midst of everybody's a coach and everybody's hanging up a shingle as a coach and they're not even properly certified or trained or anything. I went and I secured every domain name associated with that. So I did godscoach.com, godscoach.org, godscoach.biz, godscoach.net. You get the picture. Domain names are relatively cheap. Specifically, you can even look at a company called namecheap.com and you can just immediately grab all of the domain names associated with the idea or the moniker that he's given you. The next thing that you just need to be aware of is that your right is that anything you speak, so this would be like your podcast, any audio clips, anything you write, anything you post, without even contacting the United States government and officially copywriting that information, it's already copyrighted just by the sheer fact that you spoke it, posted it, or said it. Okay, so be aware of that. If you want to go, it's optional. You don't have to. You're already protected. But if you want to go the next step, reach out to the United States government, reach out to them for copywriting, and also you can look at trademarks. So that's the next thing that I did when it came to God's coach. Okay, I used that moniker and I applied for a service mark because it's a service industry that I was in and that I was actually using this moniker. Okay, coaching is a service, it's not a tangible product. So I applied for a service mark and I got it. So anytime I typed anything on the web or referred to myself as God's coach, I would insert that service mark right there so that all the thieves would be aware of the fact that this is protected. Okay, so that's the next thing that you can do. Apply for a trademark or a service mark, and you can do that with the IRS Gov. Okay, I will actually put a link down there to the patent office for you and also the link in the video description to Namecheap. So we've identified two things you can do. First, swipe up all the domain names related to the idea, the concept, or the moniker. Second, you can apply for a service mark and just be aware of the fact that everything that you write, speak, and teach and post is already copyrighted, okay, and protected under the law. The next thing that you can do is apply for trade secrets. You can apply for trade secrets, okay? You can actually get patents for your ideas so that you can protect your trade secrets, okay? Apply for a patent, all right? Some people don't do that because they feel like it's relatively expensive, but some of the prices I've looked at range between 2 and 5. I don't think that's expensive to protect something that came from heaven, but hey, that's me. So you can explore applying for a patent, okay? And if you don't want to do any of this research on your own, you can also hire an attorney who specializes in these sorts of things. However, most solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, and the like out here in business, and even some ministers, they don't think they can afford one or they just don't partner with one. They actually do all the research online, and there's quite a bit out there. I mean, you can literally, I mentioned this in part one, non-disclosure agreements. You can download templates for a lot of this stuff. All right, so take a look at those things too. Lastly, I want to leave you with something else that I found extremely helpful. Okay. Way back in the day when article marketing was very, very popular, I would submit all of my writings to different article banks online. And this pastor outside of the United States literally took one of our articles, copied it, and put it on his website without our permission, didn't even ask. So I reached out to him and I said, remove it, take it down. You didn't ask me for it, you're not authorized to use it, take it down right away. I sent that via certified letter, and he did. So sometimes it's just a matter of standing up and fighting for what belongs to you, in addition to the other things that I've suggested here. All right. So my prayer is that this is helpful. If anything else comes to mind, perhaps there'll be a part 3. And listen, if you know someone that's dealing with this right now, because there is a lot of lawlessness in the land and a lot of thieves out there on the internet, share this with them. All right. Blessings.